Um, yeah, so sorry not to show my beautiful face, but I'm choosing to remain anonymous. Although I'd like to preface that with that we did sign a partnership with SingularityNET last year, so they know exactly who I am as far as taking any responsibility for anything bad happening. They know, yes, SingularityNet knows exactly who we are. And, this is an NFT project, so it is normal to want to remain anonymous in this industry. So I created a 12-minute YouTube presentation that's on the proposal, which I think is the best way to get an overview of the whole project. But I will go over it a bit now, and I'll use the YouTube video to show some of the things. So this is an NFT AI art ecosystem project. The best way to easily understand it is like if you, for example, in the real world, bought a Picasso painting, and by owning it, that allowed you to paint like him. So this is with AI art and NFTs. So what we're doing is we're allowing AI artists to mint the AI art that they create on our platform as NFTs. And this allows these NFTs will have the parameters, whether it's the text prompt or any other number of parameters, of which there are a lot, as you can see here. There's dozens of parameters that people use to create an AI art image, and especially a video. So there's a lot of variation in quality between different types of AI art. And, the top AI artists, they put a lot of effort into, finding the right parameters and everything to make the best art. So if you look at like popular AI artists, people are always asking them what are their settings, what's their prompt, and then they don't share it because, then they'll tell everyone how they do what they do, and then everyone's doing it and they're not cool anymore because they revealed all of their secrets. So what we're trying to do is to let them monetize their NFTs in a way that allows people to make art using their NFTs without knowing how it's actually done. So, and then the NFT side of things, apart from hiding the parameters, it also allows fans of the artist to create art using that NFT and then create an automatic profit sharing with the original artist. So we're launching with a PFP collection, which it's like 100 characters, 20 styles, and like 18 artist styles. And it's the first fully AI generated PFP collection with recognizable trait metadata. And it'll also be like the PFPs that people are getting. They will also be like you'll have to watch the video, which is at the top of the proposal, to really understand this. But basically, the user signs in to the production platform through MetaMask, and it'll show all of the PFP NFTs that they own. And then they could create a new version by going down here, which is where you have all the different ways to create a new image. So they can make like 5 new images to try out. They can change any settings they want to make it. Maybe they'll make one much better than we made. And, they'll have the part where it's generated. So down here, I recommend people to watch the video to really understand, but then they'll have the new images they generated, and then they'll be able to publish a new one to replace the old one. And it's like a dynamic NFT collection. We'd also like to do music videos, and just like kind of like this, like video styling, which isn't really available anywhere. So yeah, I think I could, so we're asking for anywhere from 65,000 to 170,000 for anything from, a base level MVP to, everything with video generation and audio responsive music videos, and a large level of scalability. I think this project has the most potential to onboard the most users, just based on that there's thousands of AI artists. They're all always the top ones are always being asked, how can I make art like yours? This solves that problem, and it's specifically targeted with the PFP collection at the NFT industry, which, it's just thousands to tens of thousands of users easily. And if they're like making art all day, it's like high GPU usage. So, I believe that the amount of API calls that we could get to the SingularityNET marketplace with this project is
Hey, Andre, could you please wrap it up?
Yeah. Andrew, do you have anything to say?
Well, hi everyone again, and I'm not anonymous. It's my real name. I'm Andrei Kornienko, and I'm from Ukraine actually. And we've been working together on other projects more related to DeFi, and we also had some before the war in Ukraine. We had memorandums and everything signed with Ukrainian banks to mostly for tokenization and other projects to help them to provide better services, but it's irrelevant to this project. So basically, this presentation is about creating NFTs in the dApp, which will be to a certain extent hosted on SingularityNET, and the task is quite challenging in terms of architecture and implementation. So the budget, the range is quite big. I mean, the budget we are requesting is like from $65,000 to $170,000, meaning that we can provide the MVP with some limited functionality, but it includes hosting on SingularityNET as an application, together with a custom application like React application hosted by ourselves. So if you have any questions, really I'd like to speed up the whole process. I'm open to answer. If not, so let's go.
Yeah, I think we have, if there are questions, I think we have time for one question, because you kind of took the time for the questions also for the presentation. So if anyone got a question, please raise your hand, and we just hope that it's not more than one or something.
I can see only one Aidan.
There will be this question in the chat. Yes, if you would like to.
Oh, well, if that's the question I'll be answering, it's just a personal decision. People are constantly running scams with their real name, and it doesn't really change anything. And SingularityNET does know exactly who we are. We have a partnership agreement signed with them. So we're not like totally anonymous. It's just like in the NFT field, especially, like people are very cruel. They don't like something about you, they find out your name, and a lot of bad things can happen. So just being, fully doxxed by SingularityNET, I see no reason to, open up that risk factor.
Cool. Great. And thank you for your presentation. And despite your anonymity, if you want to drop your contacts into the chat, please feel free.
I'll leave.